Welcome to Just Puzzling. My name is Chris. Today we're doing a Killer Sudoku at the expert level on my iPad. Let's get into it and see how we go. Hope you enjoy. Alright, so as I've said it previously on numerous occasions, each row and each column and each box of 9 has the numbers 1 to 9. They actually add up to 45. So what we're looking for is what I call free cages. So this one here sort of goes over our 45 to give us a free cage there. So 11 plus 20 is 31, plus 11 is 42. So that's going to add up to 3 to make it to 45. 3 from 8 equals 5. Okay, so we've done that. As you've seen on previous videos, I tend to not do these puzzles with notes. You know, if you want me to do this with notes and everything, please feel free to do the comments. I like to do it because it challenges me. I like to do this because I'm quite mathematical, and this challenges my mathematical, and also I'm trying to improve my memory skills. So 3 plus 22, and I'm doing this cell here, is 25. That makes it 34. That's going to be 11, so that's going to be an 8. Okay, so because 11 from 19 is 8. We know that this is going to have a 1 in it. We also know because of that 5, this is going to be 1, 3 and 4. We've also got that spare cell there. So 5 plus 8 is 13, 27, 36, 9 and 1. So you can see here that'll be a 1, and somewhere down here will be a 1. Okay, so 1, 3, 4. So this is going to be 2, 7, and this is going to be 8, 6. So 11 plus 14 is 25, plus 5 is 30, plus 10 is 40. So this will be 5, and this can be 1 and 4 or 3 and 2. We just don't know what that is at the moment. Okay, so what else are we looking at that we can see? You can see this one, there's no free cages, they're all trapped within that box. So this could be a 1 and a 5 or a 2 and a 4. What I do know is that 3 is going to be down here. The reason for the 3 is it can't be in that because it'd have to be a 3 and a 3. And 22, the two biggest numbers are 8 and 9. That's 17. Plus 3 is 20. Can't be 22. So this is 3 and 6. I'm pretty sure I said 3 and 7 before. 3 and 6, which means this is going to be 1 and 7. So I am going to put the 1 there and the 7 there because of that 1 there. This is going to be 2 and 4. So this is going to be 8, 5, 9 in some order there. Okay, 8 and 6, so 1 is there. As I said, that's 2 and 7. So 14 plus 14 is 28, plus 10 is 38. This is going to be 7 of some description. Of course, 1 will be in one of these because that's what it is. 15 plus 13 is 28, plus 8 is 36, plus 13 is 49. So this could be 1, 2 or 3 across those ones. So as I've said, this is 3 and 6. So 3's got to be in there somewhere. Because I know that's 2 and 1, that's going to be a 9. 2 and 1, that'll be a 9. So 9 will be in this column here, which makes that 8 and 6. That's 8 and 6. So what this means is 8 and 3 could be there, or 6 and 5, and one of those two is 8. Okay, so I've said that this cannot have a 2, so that's going to be my 9. that could be 9, 8 and 3. 9, 7 and 4. Okay. So 9 cannot be in that, so 9's in that column there, so 9 can't be there, can't be in that one, can't be in that one, so 9 is one of these here. Okay, there's nothing really popping out at me at the present time that's going to help me. 3 and 6, 2, 1 and 2, 9. So this could be 3 and 8, or 8 there. 3 could be there, or technically there as well. So 3 is going to be in that row there. Is that right? Or 3 could be there. Why did I say that 3 couldn't be there? Because that's a 3 and a 6. So 3 is there, okay, so 3 and 6. 6 could be there, there, or in any of those. 6 cannot be in this column here because of that 5. So 6, and also that's 6 and 8. So that can't be 3 and 8, it can be 7 and 4, and it can't be 9 and 2. So that's a 7, and that's a 4. Okay, so we have a 9 in here, a 5 and 6, or a 3 and 8 across those there. So 4 can be here. If 4 is there, that's going to be 7, which makes sense, right? So 2 and 4, 4 and 7 is in there, because I've used the 4 and 7 there, so 4 and 7 makes up the numbers there. So what I'm going to have is I'm going to have 4, 7, so this is going to be 8 and 1, because 4 and 7 means I can't have 3 and 6, I can't have 4 and 5, I can't have 7 and 2. So because of that, that's going to be a 1, and that's going to be an 8, which also makes sense because of the 1 and 2 there. 4 and 7, so 9, 2, 5 and 6 are in those ones. I'm just going to add these up to see what these two cells add up to. So 22, 33, 46, 15. So this is going to be a 9 and 7 across those. So that's a 9 there, that's a 7, that's an 8. So sometimes I do this addition and just to see what's going to happen. Never quite know. So interestingly enough, this means that the 9 can be here with a 3 and a 1, or the 9 can be here with a 3 and a 1. If it's in this one, it's a 1 there. If it's in this one, 1 could be in any one of these boxes. So, interestingly enough, so the 9 can be up there, the 8 and 3 would have to be one of those numbers. So 8 and 3 is here. This is going to have 9, 5, 6. So if that's a 9 up there, that's got to be a 9 there. So we've got 8 and 5, if you remember, 8 and 5, which I didn't remember, which means that that's going to be an 8 and a 3. That's a 5. If you heard that bang in the background, that's my daughter. 1, 2 goes there. So 2 and 4 goes there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 15, 17, 5, still 7 and 4 there, 3 and 6. Okay, we are still working our way through this. This is going to be 4 and 7 as well, which means that this is going to be 1, 9 and 3. Okay. So 1 can't be in that column, so that's got to be a 1. This can be 2 and 5 or 3 and 4. So remember I said that added up to 4, so that's got to be a 3. Okay, 1 and 9. So this is going to be 7, so 6 is going to be in one of these as well. Now I can add up to these and that will give me that free cages, so to speak. So 14, 28, 38, 49, 50, 63, 74. That would mean that that would be 16, so that's a 9. Am I right? I am correct. Now 9 is there, 9's got to be there. Okay. So, and sometimes I just do not see things, so I didn't see that 9. By the way, please put in the comments what you've seen before I have. You know, it's funny, it's frustrating and all that sort of stuff in terms of what we do and don't see. And sometimes you're screaming at it, I can't believe you can't see that. And seriously, I cannot. So 3, 1, 9. 1's there, 1 and 9. 1 can be there with a 9. 8, 6. This is 8, 6. So that's an 8, and that's a 6. So 9 is in here somewhere. It's either there or there. Still don't know. So 8, 6. 8, 6. So that can't be 3. So that's 1, 3. That's 2 and 7. But I don't know the order of that yet. 7 and 4. 2 and 4. Okay. So let's do this because it might come up. So 10 plus 14 is 24, plus that's 38, so that's 7. It can't be a 6, can't be a 3, so it's a 5 and 2, 2 and 5. If that's a 2, that would make that 11, leaving 14, 8 and 6, so that's possible. So 8 can be here or here, cannot be there. 8 can only be in this column, so that there is my 8. That leaves that 17. This is going to add up to 8. So that could be 3 and 5, which is 5 and 2, or that can be 2 and 6. Okay. Sometimes a plan comes together, sometimes it doesn't. $14 plus 8 is 22, 33, so that's going to add up to 12. So if I had a 9, 9's in there, so if I had a 9 there, I can't be 1 and 2 because that's there. Okay, so 9 and 1, so 9 can be here or here. 9, and if it's 1, I cannot have, it'd be 5 and 6 because it's 12. 5 and 6, and that would mean that's a 2. If that's a 9 and that's 12, that's 1 and 2, so it can't be that. So that's going to be a 1 and that's going to be a 9. So 5, 6 and 2 are in there. Is there anything that tells me about the 5 and 6? No. But what it has done is it's gone 14 plus 8 is 22, 33, 34, 11, it is 2. Goes to show you how good I am at this maths stuff. So this here is 1 and 9 because 8 and 6 is there, 7, so that leaves the only numbers that can be added up to it is 1 and 9. That means that 9's there, 9's there, 9 is here, 9 and 2. That means that's a 2 there, which means if you remember that add up to 7, so that's a 5. So that is 17 plus 5 is 22, is a 3. 3 and 4. 1, 2, so that's 5 and 6. 1, 2, 3. 4, 7, so that's the 3 there. 4 and 7 there. This is 2 and 7. So 3 is in there. 1 has to be on that side there. That has to be a 1. That has to be a 2. 8 and 6. 2 and 7. 7 and 4. Okay, so that's still 3 and 4. Don't know where that goes. What I do have is 3 plus 16 is 19, 28, 37. So that's an 8 and that's a 6. So at this stage we still don't know where the 2 and 4 go, but we do know the 3 because of that there and the 6. So this is going to be 6 and 2 because of the 1 and 5 there. So 6 and 2, 2 and 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2, 5, and it's going to add up to 7, which is taken away from 11 is that, and that's going to be a 6 and 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, still 5, 6, but I don't know which order. 6 is going to be there. 1 is going to be in that cell there. Sorry. Now that was a really bad mistake there because there's a 1 here, there's a 1 in that column. So we will reverse that and not know, but what I should have known is that there is the 1. So that's a horrible mistake that I've made. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 7. Still don't know about the 4 and 7. What I do know is that can't be a 4 and 7. So that's going to be a 7 there, which will make that a 7, which will make that a 4. This still is a 4 and 7, so 4 and 7. So 6, 9, 7. So this is going to be 8 and 3. And 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. So that's 10. So that's got to be a 6. We still have this as 3 and 4. 1, 2. So that's going to be the 6 and 5. 1, 2 is there. 3, 4, 5. Okay. We solved that. I'm not really pleased with myself for that mistake on the 1 there, but these things happen. Did that in a little under 18 minutes. As I said, I don't use notes for this, and yet on the others, normal Sudoku, I use a huge amount of notes. So, the two different ways that I'm doing, which is different to everyone else. I hope you get a different perspective of how to do the Sudokus. That's it for now. See you later. Bye.